This is a cautionary tale about how things can fall through the cracks with city government.
Why, it's a great big why was this place abandoned, essentially?
$140 million waiting to be spent. Money you approved in City of Austin bond elections between 2000 and 2013, meant for projects that KXAN has discovered are unfinished or haven't even started. Tonight we're focusing on how that could affect public safety, with $22.6 million still waiting to be spent for that purpose.
Projects to help emergency responders, including Austin police across the city.
KXAN investigator Kylie McGivern questions city oversight, pressing leaders for solutions the community has demanded for years.
They came back here and cut this lock and probably took about $5,000 worth of shingles.
Steve Felgate manages ABC Supply in Northeast Austin, right across the street from this old Home Depot.
Yeah, we were broken into probably in 2011, and then again in 2014, and then this past year. You know, we were kind of excited when we heard that they were going to put in a police substation, thinking it would keep the area safer.
That was the idea in 2006, when voters approved a bond to transform the Home Depot into a new police substation and courthouse. The city used that funding to buy the property and hire an architect. But the $7.3 million that was left wasn't enough for the actual construction. Turns out the city says cost estimates were way off. And today, more than a decade later, the site is still vacant.
Property doesn't look good. It's not being upkept. We put in some rather extensive cameras systems and some alarm systems to improve it. So we have 24-hour monitoring now that can see things at night.
We have a lot of property crime in the area, and we have a lot of assault, robberies, things of that nature. You know, in the region as a whole, crime has gone up. And I think that by having a substation closer to these neighborhoods, that it will improve community relations, and we can help lower the crime rate, improve trust in the neighborhoods.
Public safety plans like that have fizzled across the city after other recent bond proposals too. $5.8 million still sitting around for another police substation in Northwest Austin. $5.9 million for a new mounted patrol facility, and $1.1 million for a park patrol facility. This is the building today. When did you learn about the bond projects that have yet to materialize?
Well, when you called me to ask to do this interview.
The first item on our agenda.
Rebecca Weber chairs Austin's Public Safety Commission, a group that makes recommendations to City Council, feedback that can shape policy decisions.
Clearly, I think there needs to be some more oversight in how we implement bonds.
Including the commission, demanding regular updates from city staff.
What is the plan? What is the timeline? What is the process for citizens to have input into plans that are not yet, concrete?
And do you plan to do that?
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. I think that would be really appropriate, especially as we're all kind of gearing up for yet another bond.
Personally, it would be nice to have something complete over there, but, it's out of my control. When people vote on bond projects in their past, they expect something to happen with the money that is voted on.
So what happens to this old Home Depot now? We already know plans for a police substation and courthouse have fallen through, making you question the city's accuracy when it comes to cost projections. As for a substation, it's not even included in recommendations for a 2018 bond. The task force saying after more than 10 years, the estimated cost for the facility is unreasonable and unaffordable. Kylie McGivern, KXAN Investigates. Back to you.
Thanks, Kylie. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow when you speak with the City Council on KXAN News at 10.
We're asking about plans to make sure cost projections are accurate and bond funding is used in a timely manner.
The fact that it has been sitting there for more than 10 years, is that acceptable?
No, I mean, the fact of the matter is the city has to be thoughtful about its planning.
This all comes as a bond task force is recommending $69 million for public safety.
It's proposed in yet another bond that could go to voters this November. In total, it would be an $851 million bond, including $44 million for fire facility repairs and 3 new fire stations, and another $25 million for EMS facility upgrades. No additional funding for any Austin police substations, though.